Hi, this is Michelle from Pixels and Twine, and in this video we're going to take a look at one of my 2023 digital planners. So this planner is packed with features including all of your regular diary elements. You have an additional goals section, you have coloured notepaper styles, and you have additional planning templates that you can use throughout the diary as you see fit. Okay, so let's start by having a look at our yearly planner overview. So by clicking on that year tab up in the top right corner, we come to our first page of the diary section, which is your yearly calendar in the one page. All of these elements are interactive, so you can click to jump to a week view or a day view simply by clicking on that number. We'll come back and have a look at those layouts in a little bit. Staying with the year view, you'll also see up in this top right corner, you have 5 little icons. So you have the 4 circles, which will take you to each of the 4 quarters throughout the year. And then you have a key icon, which will take you to a key dates planner. So if we click to jump to the second quarter of the year, you have those 3 months in that second quarter, and you can notate any of your events that you have coming up. I'm using some of the stickers out of the sticker pack that you'll also receive when you purchase this planner. And so you can use those to just, add your accents and so forth throughout any pages of the planner. Anywhere you see some of these mini calendars that you see up the very top here, these are also interactive, and you can use those to click to jump to any week or day within the planner. Okay, so this is your quarterly overview, and then we'll jump to key dates. So your key dates planner is simply a place to note any of the events you have coming up throughout the year in a single page view. Okay, now if it works better for you to have multiple of these templates, you can simply duplicate this page. So you might decide that you want to have one key dates page, which you have, say, all of your birthdays on, another which is all of your work events, another which is all of your personal events. So you would simply come up, I'm using Goodnotes, so in this example, you would click to add page and click on current template here, and that will duplicate another version of the 2023 page. I think I've already done one more there as well. And then you also have your 2024 page. So you can note down anything that you know you have coming up in the following year and then transcribe it across when you purchase your planner for the next year. Okay, so that's everything for the year section. Then we can jump to the months. So again, you have all of your tabs down that right-hand side. I'm going to jump to the month of May, clicking on that tab. So you have your calendar, where you can note everything that's coming up in the week. Again, this is interactive. Click on any week number or date to jump to that page. I'm going to go through everything that's within the month section first before we do that though. So again, up in that top right corner, you can see 4 icons. So they take you to the different templates which are in each of the sections by default. So you will have your month in focus, which is more of an overview template. You have your wellness planner, you have your budget section, and you have your month in review. Now, when we look at the templates, the additional templates up in that top tab in a little bit, you'll see that there is a finance and budgeting section, and that has some additional templates. So entirely up to you how you choose to do it, but you might like to copy and paste some of the additional finance related templates into this section behind, following on from your budget page. So to me, that's a logical place to store them, but depending on how in depth you like to get into your budgets, you might also like to allocate one of your numbered notes sections exclusively to budgets. So entirely up to you how you choose to do that. Okay, so let's jump back to the month, and now we'll just take a look at the week and day views. So I'm going to jump to the week layout. Okay, so you have your 7 days here, and I should say that when you purchase the planners, you will receive 2 versions. In one version, your week starts on the Monday, and in the other version, your week starts on the Sunday. If you were to open and import the Monday version, all of your templates, so let's actually have a quick jump to the template section. So let's say we're going to the 7-day schedule. All of these templates will start on a Monday within the Monday planner and Sunday within the Sunday planner. Okay, so we're just going to jump back to that week view. Okay, so you have your 7 days to plan. You have in the right column, you have your focus for the week, your to-do checklist, a little blank area that you can put anything from one of the sticker widgets to a motivational quote, or just scribble down your notes, and then the little habit tracker at the bottom. I'm going to swipe to the next page just so you can see how this looks without all of the embellishments. Okay, so you have the option whether you want to stick with something really clean and simple or whether you like to add color. Okay, and let us go and have a look at the day view. Okay, so similarly, you can add your own embellishments from the sticker pack or use text and color and highlighters. So just looking at the clean page, you have your top 3 priorities, your to-do checklist, a notes area, and then on the right column, a little tracker, how's your day going, your hourly planner from 6 a.m. through to 9 p.m., a self-care section, and a meal planner. Okay, so that is everything for the actual calendar-based diary section of the planner. So let's take a look at some of the tabs up the top. The index tab is more of an overview for you. So from here, it's a good place for you to write down what you are going to use each of those 8 note sections for. Then you have also some shortcuts through to the templates and shortcuts through to the different papers, the different paper colors. So you can either jump using those buttons, or you can jump using the tabs down on the bottom right corner. Okay, we are going to go to the papers section now. I'll come back to goals at the end. So the other place you can access your papers is through the papers tab at the top. You can jump directly to, let's say we want to go to the pink papers, click that button and it will jump us through to the pink, back to papers, choose the black or white. So you have those 3 paper colors, white, black and pink, and within each of those colors you have all of these templates. So you have a range of different options to choose from, and to use any of these templates you will simply copy them and then paste them into the section that you want to use them in. Okay, so this is Goodnotes. So we would click on those top 3, the 3 dots in the top corner, choose copy page, jump to the notes section. Let's say we want to go to section 3, and then click the add page button again and choose paste page. And that puts our note paper in there in that section. Okay, and you will do the same with any of the templates and so forth. Okay, so we're going to pop over to the template section now. So in the templates you have weekly schedules, organizational templates, self-care, finance and business, and some blank extras that you can use to customize your own templates. So let's take a swipe past each of these. So starting with some of the different schedule templates. Then we have some to-do lists and your tasks. So you would put your task into each of the numbered boxes and then break down your different subtasks just to make a task a little more manageable for you. Okay, the follow-up template is something I often like to copy into each of my monthly tabs. So anything that happens throughout the month and I know that I need to follow it up at the end of the month to make sure it happened, or to make sure that everything was done in relation to a particular task, I like to use that template for that. Okay, project planner, goal planner, context page, subject overview. So if you're studying, this can be helpful just to for somewhere to keep a record of all of the specifics to each of your subjects, your contacts and so forth. Weekly routine in a couple of different versions, morning, afternoon, evening and night, or just morning, afternoon and evening. This tracker can be used either for monthly or annual uses. So you have the 31 days of the month, and you have 12 rows there. So you can either track 12 different things across 31 days of a month, or you can track something over 12 months of the year. So it's a little versatile and you can choose the best way to use it for your needs. This tracker is something that would work as a mood tracker. So you have a key there where you can have your colors and allocate a meaning to them, or you might want to use it to track a task. So again, it's versatile and you can use it as best suits your needs. You have a daily gratitude template here. Now again, you might decide that you want to allocate one of those note sections down in the bottom right, specific to your gratitude journaling. Again, entirely up to you. Then you have a couple of different brain dump templates, which are always handy to get everything that's in your head down there so that you can go and focus on a specific task and then come back to follow up on all these other things later on. A few little fun templates. It's always nice to write down, your thoughts on what you've been watching and reading and listening to and places you've been. You have a health tracker, a meal planner, a grocery list, a recipe template, which is new, so just a little section there to add a photo of the meal. And then in your finance section, so you have a budget planner, monthly income and expenses, you have a check register, and a bill and subscription tracker. So you might like to copy any or all of those templates into the budget section of each of your months. You have some meeting notes and some meeting actions to follow up with. Whether you run a little e-commerce store or you work in sales for work, you have a sales tracker. The blog post planner can be used whether you are writing blog posts, whether you're preparing YouTube content and you want to really focus on your keywords and SEO. So the prompts in there can be used more broadly than just specifically to a blog post. So for anyone who is creating online content that needs to be optimized for SEO, this is a good template to use for that. And then you have the e-commerce product planner if you are someone who has a side hustle selling products online. Okay, then we go into the blank templates. So with these blank templates, they are simply some of the existing templates with all of the details, all of the headings stripped. So you can add your own headings to these templates to create a specific template that works for you. And then you would just copy and paste that to the different sections as needed. Then we have some storyboards. So working in marketing, I like to use these to sketch up any ads or particular posts that we want to design. You can use them as best suits your needs. Okay, the extras section is simply an extra little area that I like to put things like stickers I use most commonly rather than having to go back to the sticker books all the time. Okay, and that leaves one last section, which is our goals planner. So the goals section is broken into two parts. Firstly, you have your yearly goals and reflections for the end of the year. And then you have some additional links here where you can work on 10 additional goals. So we'll go through the yearly goals first. You can use the red text links to jump to the different pages within this section, or you can just swipe. So you have some additional information about the different templates in this section. It starts off with values. So you have an exercise here where you can circle ideally up to 10 different values that are important to you for the year ahead. Try to keep it to something around 10. If you struggle to narrow your selection down, think of the areas of your life that are, of the highest priority to you and how those values relate to those. On the next page, come up with something which will help you enact each of those values. Some reading about SMART goals, and then you have some journal prompt pages for articulating your goals for the year ahead, and then just a blank there for you to add in whatever you choose. We have a brainstorm grid, so if you want to work on things like things that you would like to do more of, things you'd like to do less of, you can use that template there. Okay, and then we have habits and behaviors. So this is handy if you have particular situations that you want to try to modify your behavior towards. So it's a place where you can just jot down ideas of things that you would like to be mindful of in the coming year. Okay, a vision board that you can add images or text to. And then at the end of the year, you have your year in review. So again, just journaling prompts and a list of achievements for the year. And then we will come to those 10 additional templates, 10 additional goal sections, I should say. So we click on the goals section just to come back to that page. So you can make a note down here of what each of those 10 goals is about. You can use the buttons on the numbers to jump to those different sections. At the moment, they're just blank dividers. So what you can choose to put in there, we have a simple goals template and we have a detailed goals template. So take a look at those two templates and decide which is better for each of your goals. And again, you'll just copy and paste those into the sections. You can also have a look through that templates section again and see whether any of those particular templates would also be relevant to helping you achieve that specific goal. Remember, you have things like your task templates that might help you to break things down a little more detail, and maybe even something like the project planner. Okay, so collect any of the templates that you think are relevant to helping you achieve each of your specific goals. And again, they could be a finance goal, so perhaps some of those budget templates as well. And maybe some of the different note papers. So basically, you use the planners that are the planning templates and papers that are in there and build out each of your goal sections with the resources that will help you achieve those goals. So that's it for this 2023 digital planner design. You have all of those interactive diary elements, you have your goals planner, you have your colored note papers, and you have your additional planning templates that you can copy and paste as needed and popping them into those different note sections down the side there. So if you have any queries, send me a message through my Etsy store and I would be very pleased to respond to you. Take care.